Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Priya Venkatraman from Pon Vidyashram School. Let us have a small recap of our previous session. We have discussed about the formation of coal and petroleum in detail. Coal is formed by the gradual decay and compression of remains of plants and trees in the absence of air. And destructive distillation of coal produces coke, gas carbon, coal tar, ammoniacal liquor and coal gas. This we have already discussed. And petroleum occurs deep under the surface of the earth between two layers of the impervious rocks. Natural gas occurs above the petroleum trapped under the rocks. And we have discussed about the formation of petroleum, that is, petroleum oil was formed by the decomposition of dead remains of plants and animals buried under the sea millions of years ago. Up to this we have discussed, right? Now we are going to discuss about the refining of petroleum. Why refining is needed? Petroleum is a complex mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricating oil, fuel oil, paraffin wax, etc. It cannot be used in the form in which it exists because it already contains so many fractions, as we have discussed a little earlier. Okay, it contains petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene, etc. So it cannot be used in the form in which it exists. Thus, it is known as crude oil. If all the fractions together is known as, if it contains all the fractions like lubricating oil, fuel oil, paraffin wax, diesel, kerosene, etc., it is known as crude oil. After the process drilling, we used to obtain only crude oil. We need to separate various constituents of petroleum, so it has to be purified or refined. The process of separating various constituents or useful fractions of petroleum is known as refining of petroleum. So what do you mean by refining of petroleum? The process of separating various constituents or useful fractions of petroleum is known as refining of petroleum. Petroleum refineries in India are located at Chennai, Cochin, Mumbai, etc. The various constituents of petroleum and their uses. Let us discuss one by one. Petroleum gas in liquid form called liquefied petroleum gas. LPG is the liquefied petroleum gas. This is one of the constituent of petroleum. It is used as a fuel for home as LPG and for industries also. Second one, gasoline or petrol. This is the second constituent of petroleum. This is used as a fuel for cars, scooters, motorcycles and as a solvent for dry cleaning. What do you mean by dry cleaning? Without water, we can clean some paints or oil patches which deposited on our clothes. This is known as dry cleaning. This petrol is used in dry cleaning also. Then the third one is kerosene. It is used as a fuel in wick stoves to cook food and Petromax lamp for lighting purpose. Nowadays we are not using Petromax lamp. In olden days we used, our ancestors, they use only the Petromax lamp before the discovery of electricity. Okay, it is used as a fuel in wick stoves. Okay, it's stoves which run with the help of the thread and kerosene. It's known as wick stoves. A special grade of kerosene oil is used as aviation fuel in jet aeroplanes. Next one is diesel, used as a fuel for heavy vehicles like buses, trucks, tractors, railway engines and even for ships. to run water pumps required for irrigation in fields and to produce electricity on a small scale. This is the use of diesel. Then the next one is fuel oil, used as an industrial fuel for furnaces and boilers. Then the next one is lubricating oil, used for lubricating machinery. Machinery parts after long usages, they used to the machinery parts will started to affect. Okay, so we have to apply some lubricants for their smooth work. Okay, this lubricating oil is obtained from this is also one of the constituent of petroleum. Then the next one is paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is used for making candles, cosmetics such as face creams, Vaseline, ointment, wax paper, toilet goods and grease. Then the last one is bitumen. Bitumen is used for making road surfaces and paints, damp-proof foundation of buildings, coating the underside of electric poles to prevent them from rusting. These are some fractions or constituents of petroleum. We will discuss a little later how they are obtained from crude oil. Crude oil is nothing but the oil we use to obtain after the process drilling. Okay, from the crude oil, it will undergo the fractional distillation process. Then we use to obtain all these things. The process will be discussed a little later. Before we enter into that, we have a small concept, that is petrochemicals. What do you mean by petrochemicals? You have already learnt in the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics, right? Just recollect the points. Many useful substances which are obtained from petroleum and natural gas are called petrochemicals. They are used in the manufacture of synthetic fibers like polyester, nylon, etc. and polythene, synthetic rubber, plastics, perfumes, dyes, drugs, explosives, etc. Due to its great commercial importance, petroleum is also called black gold, because we used to obtain almost all the household products like dyes, synthetic rubber, perfume, explosives, synthetic fibers, everything we used to obtain only from petroleum. So it is known as the black gold. Let us discuss the refining of petroleum in detail, or let us discuss the fractional distillation of petroleum in detail. Okay, before enter into that subtopic, I want to share few information with you children. And the first point, unrefined petroleum is known as crude oil. What do you mean by crude oil? Crude oil is nothing but unrefined petroleum is known as crude oil. In olden days, people did not know the importance of petroleum. During that time, oil was first seen floating on water. People thought of it as a wastage, but as time passed, they started to realize that petroleum oil was much more important. They started finding out this resource or the place where we can get the petroleum oil deposits, and then they drilled oil wells and pumped out the oil. Do you know where the world's first oil well is drilled? It was drilled in Pennsylvania, which is in US in the year 1859. 8 years later, oil was first struck in India in Assam at a place called Makum. Here, oil was accidentally found out by a few men who found their elephant's leg stuck in mud. This mud smells like oil. So these men started exploring that area, and British started oil installation there, and finally India found its first oil refinery. At present in India, we find oil deposits in Assam, in Gujarat, in Mumbai High, and in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna. Clear? Now we are going to discuss about the process refining of petroleum in detail. The various hydrocarbons present in petroleum have different boiling points. What do you mean by hydrocarbon? Substances which contain carbon and hydrogen are known as hydrocarbon. The various hydrocarbons present in petroleum have different boiling points. As the number of carbon atoms in a hydrocarbon increases, its boiling point also increases. Whenever there is more carbon present in a substance, its boiling point also will be more. This property is used to separate the different components of petroleum by fractional distillation method. We will obtain crude oil first. From the crude oil, we used to obtain many fractions of petroleum by the process fractional distillation. Based on which property we are doing this? That's what I am discussing now. Based on the number of carbon atom present in a substance. What is the use of this number of carbon atoms? Whenever there is more carbon atom, the boiling point of the substance also will be increased. Based on this property, we are going to obtain different fractions of petroleum. The components with different boiling points are known as fractions, and the process of separating the fractions by fractional distillation is known as refining. Let me repeat. The components with different boiling points are known as fractions. Whatever the components or constituents you obtain, petroleum gas, naphthalene, kerosene, lubricating oil, these are the substance will be obtained from crude oil. These are known as the fractions, and the process of separating the fractions by fractional distillation is known as refining. It is carried out in a petroleum refinery. Crude oil is first heated. What is the process? Otherwise, what is the truth behind in this process? Let us discuss. Crude oil is first heated to about 400 degrees C in a furnace. First we used to obtain crude oil. This will be heated about 400 degrees C in a furnace. The vapors formed are passed into a tall fractionating tower. Look at this picture. This tall structure is known as fractionating tower. The hydrocarbons with the highest boiling points condense first. If there is more carbon atom, it contains more, it has more boiling point. If it contains more boiling point, first it condenses. It condenses first. They got collected near the base of the fractionating tower. Then they condensed and they got collected near the base of the fractionating tower. As the vapor rises, the hydrocarbons with lower boiling points condense at different heights. They get separated in the fractionating tower to form the different fractions. The hydrocarbons with 1 to 4 carbon atoms, which are gases, do not condense and escape from the top of the tower. For example, petroleum gas contains 1 to 4 carbon atom. Kerosene contains 10 to 16 carbon atom. Okay, based on the carbon atom, the boiling point also differs, right? So they get separated in the fractionating tower to form different fractions. The hydrocarbons with 1 to 4 atoms, which are gases, if it contains 1 to 4 atoms of carbon, which is in the gaseous form, okay, atoms which are gases do not condense and escape from the top of the tower. Each fraction obtained is itself a mixture of several hydrocarbons. Some of these are used in the same form as obtained. Others are further separated by fractional distillation or some other methods to give different products. Clear? This is the actual truth behind the process fractional distillation of petroleum. Crude oil is a thick dark brown liquid found deep in the ocean. It is a mixture of different hydrocarbons, that is molecules which are made up of hydrogen and carbon. Some molecules in the mixture are very small, just few atoms joined together. Others are formed a complex structures with many atoms forming a long chain molecules. But as a mixture, it is useless. The different hydrocarbon needs separation. The technique used is distillation. The simple apparatus and the process shows the separation of hydrocarbons. Crude oil is dropped into the bottom of the tube. A collecting bottle is placed at the other end. This is the collecting bottle. Cover the crude oil tube with a cork and insert a thermometer to find out the temperature. Now gently heat the mixture by merging the tube in a hot water bowl. In a water bowl, it should be heated. The hydrocarbon with low boiling point vaporize immediately. As the vapor rises, it enters the side arm where it cools and condenses. This is the side arm. Here it gets cool and condensed. This happens about 40 degrees C. The hydrocarbon which boils at this temperature drips down the side arm and forms the first diffraction. It is a colorless liquid. The temperature stays at around 40 degrees C until all the hydrocarbons at this boiling point have vaporized. The hydrocarbons left behind are not enough to vaporize, since their boiling point must be higher. Once the first fraction is being collected, it is safe to start heating with the Bunsen burner. As the temperature rises, all the hydrocarbons begin to boil. A new fraction is collected at about 60 degrees C. It is slightly yellow in color, and so the process continues. By carefully heating the oil and collecting the liquids which condenses at a number of different temperatures, the many different hydrocarbons from crude oil could be separated. This is known as fractional distillation. On a large scale, fractionating column is used. The oil is heated with an electric heater for safety purpose. The vapor is condensed by a condenser and is collected in a conical flask. Hot vapor rises up in the fractionating column. It is a long way to go, and the farther from the heat source, the cooler it gets. Most of the vapor condenses on the glass tube inside the column and drips down into the conical flask. Only the hydrocarbons which contains less carbon atom rises towards the top. Industry uses the same process but on a large scale in huge fractional distillation columns. The hot oil stays at the bottom at a temperature of 330 degrees C. The column becomes cooler towards the top. Fractions which remain vapor at 85 degrees C go straight to the top. Different hydrocarbons condense at different temperature, burning at various level. Thus, with lower boiling points are collected at the top and molecules with higher boiling points are collected at the bottom. The longer the molecule, the higher the boiling point. Industrial distillation separates crude oil